everyone, Jacques here, the Inspired Piper. So I apologize. It's been a couple of weeks since I've had the chance to post anything. It's been kind of a weird period for me. I was let go from my job, and so I had to ensure a smooth transition over to my colleague. So this is the first time in my adult life that I'm unemployed. It's kind of weird. The hardest part is allowing myself this downtime to relax a little bit and enjoy and take my time looking for my next role. So been in the IT industry for almost 30 years, done a lot of stuff. I'm going to post my LinkedIn profile below if any of you have any ideas or leads. I do live out in Western Canada, but a lot of times in the IT industry, especially in the enterprise software world where I'm very comfortable, a lot of remote work. So my last job actually was remote. So open to that. Also, my wife and I absolutely love Ireland, so we'd absolutely be open to any opportunities out there, which as I look around is an absolute hub of activity in terms of IT and technology. So if any of you have leads there, I'd appreciate it. So in the meantime, this is giving me a lot of time to enjoy my pipes and coffee and just do some online training to hone some skills. And so I wanted to, some pipe thoughts and some of the things I've been thinking about all these blends. So for one thing, the Peterson blends, the old Dunhill blends, have now come to North America, and I was lucky to get my hands on a few of them. The first one I went for obviously was Early Morning Pipe, which I had smoked the Dunhill blend a couple of years ago. Well, I say 2 years when I really started enjoying pipes, and a lot of people were talking about Early Morning Pipe. At the time, I really enjoyed aromatics a lot more, so this was like, meh, to me. It was like, I smoked through 2 tins, but not something I really craved, and then Dunhill kind of got out of that business, and so haven't had any since this past week, honestly. And one of the things that happened over the past, I want to say the past 6 months or so, is actually more than that, probably a year, is my tastes have changed a lot. So I've gone much further away from the aromatic stuff like Hobbit Sweet and Thomas Blend and called Blood Red Moon that I really enjoyed and still do on occasion. But I tend to go much more towards the non-aromatic. So I ordered this thinking I'll probably enjoy it a lot more. And sure enough, I did very much. I've been smoking it almost every day or so. But here's the thing. I've been ordering a couple of blends to try some of these things. And one of the things that struck me, so EMP, Early Morning Pipe, is a mix of Latakia, Oriental Turkish, and Virginia. So essentially very similar to Presbyterian Mixture, which I've enjoyed very much for the past year and a half or so. So basically, based on the same tobaccos, but very different in terms of aroma, in terms of flavor. And so it got me thinking, all this pipe tobacco and blends, it's very much like music. That's what came to mind. Music. I mean, in music, we only have like 7 notes. Right? We have sharps and flats to change the pitch of the notes, but essentially we're stuck with 7 notes, yet we can do an infinite amount of combinations and generate melodies and rhythms and harmonies. And so the world of pipe tobacco is very similar. Or, wines. If you look at wines, they essentially they're all from the grapes, but the type of grapes and the soil they're grown in and the environment, everything contributes to the different aromas and flavors of a good wine. So it's been quite a journey in the past 2 years discovering all these beautiful fine tobaccos and blends and enjoying them. And it just never ends, right? I mean, you settle on a couple of favorite ones. Orlik Golden Slice comes to mind, and others now that I've really started enjoying. So one of the ones that I ordered because so many people rave about this one that I just had to try it. Dunhill Nightcap. So very a mixture, obviously based on Latakia, Oriental Turkish, Perique, and Virginias. And when I opened it and I smelled the Latakia, now I'm not an expert on being able to distinguish all the flavors and smells of each of these tobaccos, but it reminded me very much of Boswell Northwoods, and a few folks online confirmed that, yeah, that's the Latakia, that sort of campfire smell that I'm smelling. And so yes, I did enjoy it. I don't think right now my tastes tend towards Latakia all that much. The EMP is not as strong as Nightcap when it comes to the Latakia, at least I find. But you know, maybe it's just psychological, but it does make a nice evening smoke. And then the other Peterson blend I tried was Elizabethan Mixture. And this one, a Perique in Virginia, or a Vapor as we like to call, I'm really enjoying this one. I've actually ordered 2 more tins, and I think this one will become one of my favorites. It's a nice mellow smoke. And you know, here's a Vapor, and another one that I've really enjoyed is Solani 633. And somebody had mentioned that on one of the Facebook groups at one point, so I tried it and I really enjoyed it. I've got a couple of tins cellared now. There is a bit more aroma or casing to this one. According to Tobacco Reviews, it's apple and rum. I don't smell that as much. On the tin itself, on the back, it says that the flavoring is honey, and that makes a lot more sense. When I smell this one, there's a beautiful, just the Virginias come out in this one, the hay smell, bread, and then the honey. Just a wonderful flake that I thoroughly enjoy. And then another one that I've recently discovered that I've talked about in the past is St. Bruno flake that I truly enjoy. That's another Kentucky, Virginia mixture. Now, according to Tobacco Reviews, it's cased with, or it smells with floral essences, fruit, citrus. But the first time I smelled this, what hit me was, and this may be weird, but what hit me was vinegar. There's a bit of a vinegary smell to it that I thoroughly enjoyed with the Kentucky tobacco. It was just amazing. And then somebody recently did mention that they, you know, watch out for the vinegar that they use in this, that your tin might rust a little bit. Now, I don't see any warning about that here. He mentioned there might be a warning on the tin, and I don't see that here, but I just absolutely love the smell of this St. Bruno flake. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately, how just with just a few tobaccos, you know, Virginias, Red Virginias, Kentuckys, Latakia, Cavendish, with just a fairly limited number of leaves or types of tobaccos, we make these incredible blends that all taste different and smell different and smoke differently. And it's just a never-ending voyage of discovery with these things, isn't it? And that certainly helps contribute to the affliction known as TAD that we've discussed in the past, tobacco acquisition disorder. The perils of being a pipe smoker. So I hope everyone is well. Let me know what some of your favorite blends are. Am I off track by comparing this to music or wines and the infinite number of combinations that we seem to be able to make and get these beautiful tobacco blends to be able to smoke and enjoy? Let me know. Am I off track? Till next time, enjoy everyone. Bye.